everyone. Welcome to the Unapologetically Badass podcast. We are so excited to talk about one of our favorite topics, and this is boss moves and big impact, why side hustles aren't just about the money. And it's so true because I love my side hustles and it ain't about the money. I mean, yes, I have to pay the bills, but it's not all about the money and the satisfaction that we get from this business is businesses is amazing. So we're going to dive in. Hi, Sierra.
Hey girl, good morning everybody, or good evening if you're listening to us at night. This is definitely one of our passions, and this is really what brought us together here, Renee, in having a side hustle and like what it means, but then the impact of what it means too is really where I think you and I want to dive into it.
Yeah, exactly. So I thought it was a side hustle and then it turned into a career. And I think that might have happened for you too. And my first side hustle, I started over 11 years ago. And it completely changed my life for the better. I mean, I've met so many thousands, I mean, of women and men, but women, who have joined me or, supported me or shopped with me. Yeah. I mean, the relationships that you can get from a side hustle is it's so special for sure.
It is. And I'm not going to ruin the specialness, but I mean, you guys, like the side hustle came from us needing money, right? Like, let's just speak about the shitty economy right now. Like, I'm
Yeah.
sure many of you are like, if I could just have an extra XYZ.
Yeah.
And that's how side hustles come to life. Rather, you decide to like do an at home thing, an online thing, a direct selling thing, an affiliate thing, whatever that looks like for you. But it came from needing something,
Yeah.
right, Renee?
Yeah. For
So
sure.
the need is there, but the power of what happens after
Yeah.
is really where you get fueled in a different way. So, that's what we wanted to talk about. Yeah, I need an extra 500 to pay, maybe just to help out, because now I'm paying an extra 500 a month for groceries.
Right.
So if I could have $500 to pay my car bill so that we can live the same, right? Like, I
Yeah.
don't want to change the way I'm freaking living. I don't want to struggle because eggs are $6.
Right.
Like,
Well,
so
and so
if I
and
add
that's
it
the
up,
thing
how
with
much more do I need?
yes, and what I love about the side hustle and specifically network marketing and direct sales, and I scream that from the rooftop because I love affiliate marketing and UGC and I get all of it. But with network marketing and direct sales, you not only can you earn an income on what you sell, but you can earn passive income from
When you
duplicating
share.
yourself when you're sharing the business with other women. And I've come, I'm sure you too, over a decade in this industry, there's plenty of women that are like, I don't want a team. I don't want to build. I just want to sell. And that's great. Go ahead. All the power to you. But imagine the duplication if you have 100 of you while you're at home and you're making that bonus income every month. What I found is, even though that was, I definitely wanted to work smarter and not harder, I definitely found that community and sharing the business and helping, being part of somebody else's journey.
Special. But you don't know that it's going to be special
Um,
until you start doing it. And then it just like, oh my gosh,
yeah,
I helped them. I just shared what I loved and they did it. They did it.
yeah. They did it.
And now I get to
Yep.
sit back and just like say, wow, we're doing this together.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's what makes it so much more than just like a side hustle whenever you share it. And then and then there's tons of side hustles out there, and the proudness that you get, Renee, whenever you come out and you're like, I just said I wanted to earn $300 a month, and oh my God, y'all, like I am earning 1,000 a month. Like, how did I do this?
Right.
Oh
Right.
my gosh. Thank you, people who support me, who
Yeah.
listen to me,
Yeah.
and you just kind of shock yourself along the way
For sure.
through success. You sit back and you say, wow, I did that.
Yeah.
How did I do that? And then now you're thinking, okay, can that be duplicated?
Right.
How can I share with others? What can I do to really help people to feel what I'm feeling right now?
And that's why I scream it. Like it's the
Yeah.
best feeling in the world to know that you've helped somebody else's journey, whether their journey is, for 3 months, 6 months,
Yeah.
10 years, whatever it is. But that's the great thing about this business. Like you're not tied to it. But that's
No.
why I'm still in this industry. I'm in
Yeah.
this because so many people are like, how are you still with Touchstone? Like it's been over a decade. And I'm like, number
It's a
one,
gorgeous
I love
product.
product, right? Like that's number one. And number two, I love being part of other women's journey. There's nothing when people say that, what can you do? Like when we talk about side hustles and we talk about women finding their voice and what are you passionate about? If
Yeah.
you can speak to something, regardless of getting paid for it. If somebody's like,
Yeah.
can you talk about whatever? And you're like, I love talking about this. My
I
favorite
could talk about that for hours.
I
Yeah.
could talk about like helping other women build their businesses, teach them how to do it. Like that fuels me. And there's nothing I can do that for hours and hours and hours on end. Love
Sure.
every aspect of it. But I didn't start out that way. I started out just like you said, I just needed to make some money. I was
Yeah,
like,
you're whenever you're first starting out, you're just like, okay, I'm just in this space where I need this X amount, and
yeah,
I'm just gonna focus on that. But then magically all these things happen, but then it does become a true passion.
yeah,
And then the passion fuels you, and you go to the level and extreme of I'm just sharing this product every single day because you guys don't understand how much I love it, or I'm sharing the opportunity
yeah,
about it because you guys don't understand how much it's done for me.
right.
Or I mean, you choose your path, whatever that path looks like, and that's the beauty of it, and
Yeah,
that is the fun part of it. And the money just becomes nothing, but then you're always still looking for ways to continue to make more money. But when it's a passion for you, it doesn't feel like you're like working.
no,
It's
no.
not a it's not a
Oh,
side
I gotta
hustle.
go do. I
Yeah.
gotta, yeah. You're like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I get to. Oh my God, this is so exciting.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. So many
Yes.
women don't
Whenever it's
see that
something that you're
though.
passionate about, it's so much easier to just,
Yeah.
to have fun with it and do it. And then the minute that it does start to feel like work, just take a second to breathe
Right.
and allow yourself to go through that motion, and then remember the fun piece.
Yeah.
Remember why. Remember the car payment, or that's when you have to
Yeah.
remember the money piece or your family piece or whatever it looks like for anybody, right?
Well, and that's the thing is it is a job. Like, yes, we can truly
You
love
treat
it,
it like one. It
but
is. You do.
it
It's
is.
the hours. Let's not say job. You
Yeah.
have to you have to treat your side hustle like you have the hours of a job.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's
When
times
you
where
do
it's
that,
hard. Like it's not all gravy and easy and rainbows and unicorns,
which
like
we have talked
anything
about.
we've talked about, but it's rewarding beyond. It is rewarding beyond. And I definitely scream from the rooftops. I've got clients that, are doing UGC and want TikTok shop and want to be affiliate. And I love that and fully support all of that. Great way to earn some extra money, but that's not going to bring you abundance when it
Mhm.
comes to it. Takes a lot. I can't say it's not. It takes
Yeah,
a lot
you
of
will. And
effort to
when you hit a million followers, but you
yeah,
guys, it will take, I mean, a lot of viral videos to
yes,
hit a million. So I'm not saying it's not impossible. It is
exactly. It
completely
is
possible. I have
possible.
friends that we all like started out with 500 followers and
Yep.
grew, and they have a million plus.
Mhm.
And I mean, so it is possible. So when you have
Yep.
a million and then it's always the 80/20. You have to think of it like this. 80/20. So you're going to have 20% that will click that button once you share it. Okay.
Right.
So if you have a million followers, is it worth it? Yes.
Mhm.
but you have got to push for years and years. So again,
Yep.
why we do direct sales is
Yep.
because that could be the additional side hustle of a product that you're promoting in between
Right.
you as you're building your funnel to be a content
Yeah.
creator. So there's,
Yeah.
and again, that's multiple streams of income, people. It is multiple side hustles. It's a, this is really what I want it to look like. And then you're learning, because
Yeah.
let me tell you, I could have never have done content creating or do TikTok had
Mhm.
I not learned what I learned from direct sales.
Yes, absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
get trained in
Yeah.
such a different way because nobody's here to train you
Yep.
to be an affiliate marketer or to be
Right.
an online success. It takes grit
It does.
either way.
Either
And
one.
my dad always said, you always get what you put into it. You
Yeah.
always get what you put into it, right? So if you're putting in 3 hours, expect 3 hours of pay.
Right. Right.
If you're putting in 8 hours, expect 8 hours of pay. And, that's just the reality of anything that anybody does.
Yeah.
So whatever your path is, you just have to make that decision of what's more important and how much is it at the end of the day.
But I do find you're right, but I do find that women go into these things with a misconception that they're gonna
Yes.
like post a video and go like, "Oh, this is the greatest pen ever," and poof,
Overnight.
overnight it's gonna be like people are shopping with them. It's like, no, you need a voice, you need personal branding, you need a plan. You can't just throw content up against the wall and see if it sticks. You got to
No.
figure all of it is figure outable, but I love sharing and how to get to from where you are to where you want to be and
Mm.
really follow the actionable steps. And when you do that and do it consistently, because it's not just, do it a couple of times. Oh, it didn't work for me. And that's the other thing we
Yes.
hear so often, right? People
Yes.
quit way too early. It didn't work for me. Okay, so if we dive in, and I think that's why direct sales and network marketing has such a bad rap sometimes, is you hear so
Yeah.
many women who are
I
not
tried it, I quit
holding
it, and it
themselves,
didn't
yeah,
work.
because they didn't hold themselves accountable to the outcome. They were
Yes.
like, oh, I tried it. Okay, so if you really dived in and go, what did you do? Let's break this down. Well,
Yeah.
how many posts did you do? How many reach outs did you do? How many follow? And they're like, oh, I just expected people to, I told somebody I was doing it. Well, that's not going to work. Of course, you're going to
And
fail.
it's the same thing with affiliate marketing. People think that
Yeah,
it's gonna just be overnight or one video and it's just gonna work, and it
right.
does not work that way. So
No,
if you guys think that one is easier over the other, let me just tell you, you're wrong.
right,
Wrong,
right.
wrong,
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 wrong.
wrong. Now we can help you be right because there's
Yep.
not a wrong choice of which path you choose, or if
Yeah,
you choose both paths like myself. But let me just tell you, like it it is a hustle every single day.
yeah,
And once you take that foot off that pedal, everything stops.
yep,
The minute that you stop communicating and stop commenting back and stop posting and stop, or yeah, everything stops.
right. And
So
she's not sharing that to scare you. She's sharing that because
it's
the best
real.
thing is it's real, but the best thing we have found is we'd rather hustle for ourselves and our family
Yeah.
than hustle for somebody else's vision in their company.
Yeah.
So
Amen.
it's you choose your hustle, no matter what in today's day and age. When you work for a living, it's hustle. That's a bottom line.
It
Whether you're
is.
working a 9 to 5 or you're working for yourself, but I much rather hustle for
And I
myself.
would rather support a company that I believe in than
Yeah,
also like when okay, so let's just backtrack a little. When we go to a job, we are working to build that company to help them.
yeah,
We are a piece of their chess piece, which isn't a bad thing. It's
yeah,
part of the world,
yeah.
right? So if you're a nurse and you work for MD Anderson, you are a puzzle piece to making that whole organization work.
Mhm.
Now, when you work for yourself and you choose a company to promote, right? And to be a part of, you're much bigger than a puzzle piece.
Yeah.
You really, really are needed because your duplication skills, your selling skills, whatever it may look like, is truly needed in order for that company to work.
Mhm. Mhm.
And so you have to think of, both are equally valuable, but it's just different. It's just, how do you want to do it? Do you want to set your own hours instead of being forced to work
Yeah.
somebody else's hours and the
Yep.
time that they tell you to be there? Now, some of you have side hustles, and then your side hustle is also to go to a job. That's okay. That's okay. It's just finding that balance in your schedule of how are you utilizing the time that you do have when you're not at your job and you're in your home office, right, Renee? I think she might be froze, but that's
Oh,
just
am
how
I?
there you are.
Oh, I'm like, I was agreeing with you. I'm like, absolutely. Well, and, you know, obviously, being my age, right, and in our audience, we typically talk to women that are over 40. And there's, a lot of women that I speak to feel stuck in their career and are looking for, but really are scared. It comes out of fear. They don't go into action because they're uncertain of what they can do
Yeah,
and completely afraid of failing or embarrassing themselves. And, I don't know social, or my friends won't support me, like all of
yeah,
those
yeah,
things, those limiting beliefs that we talk about, and people put that in their head before they even get out of the gate. And it just like, I want to just scream like anybody can do this, no matter what company. I mean, granted, I love my companies, and if somebody wants a hustle,
yeah.
I'm a different person. Bella Grace, Touch on Crystal, I gotcha, right?
What
Influencing.
you want? What you
What
need?
do you
You
want?
know,
What do you need? You got it.
I think it's so funny because I do wish that women in their 40s would talk to and listen and hear more millennials or even
Yeah.
the lower generation, because something shifted back to the mentality that I think affiliate marketing happened in such a fast, weird content creating in such like a massive state
Yeah.
that people are like, oh, they have belief again that direct sales and affiliate marketing and all that can work.
Yeah.
So these younger mindset is like, yeah, I can work for myself. Yeah, I can build a business.
Right.
And then women in our age wanted it. And I
Yeah.
say wanted it, but like you said, got stuck.
Yep, absolutely. And when they feel like they're stuck, they're settling, right? But we keep on saying you're not trapped. You've just been oftentimes they're conditioned to stay comfortable,
Yes.
right? And
Yes.
so even if that comfort is draining our souls, it's a condition, right? We were meant to just get
Yeah.
by, like instead of, building something that lights you up. But I always say, forget, like, don't ask for permission. Don't wait for somebody to give you the green light. Your dreams don't need boardroom approval. And I think you're frozen now. I don't know if I'm frozen or you're frozen.
Oh, I did a
One
little
of us
spinny.
was.
Did I come back?
Yep, you're back. You're back. No, I was just
Okay.
saying about like women feeling like they're frozen, right? Playing it
Yes, for
safe and
real
not
frozen.
taking the chance. Like job security is a fucking myth. It is a
Yeah.
myth, right?
Now, especially now, more nowadays, and the younger
Yes,
generation understands that because they don't
yes,
tolerate working in a toxic environment. They'll just leave.
exactly.
So for most, and I want our generation to remember this, like it is okay to do multiple things and
Yep.
to be scared, but to do it anyways.
Yes.
Like it is okay because nothing is secure right
No,
now.
I mean, that's when we scream multiple streams of income, I've been talking about this for years. And now we're seeing at the time of this recording, we're seeing the Dow really taking, quite the
Yeah.
hit. And people are worried
Yeah.
about their 401ks and they're worried about retirement. They're one boss, the layoffs that are happening, whatever. It is very chaotic out there, which is
Mhm.
why, if ever before, if you are
Yeah.
listening to this recording and you do
Yes,
not have
you're
multiple streams of income,
contemplating it, you're thinking about it,
this is your
you have
sign.
sat and you
Yeah.
have thought of how could I
Yep.
just do it.
Yes, do it scared,
Oh,
like you said, right? If you're
do
scared, that's great. That means you're onto something big. Like, if it
Yeah.
doesn't scare you, it's not big enough. If your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. Like, it's time to
And
think bigger.
and I think if you dig into your fear, you'll find that you'll be fearful of not being successful.
Yeah,
But there's a twist. A lot of women are fearful of being successful.
yeah, yeah.
So you really just there's no lose. It's
No,
do it. Give yourself a year and a half to
yeah.
build something.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. It takes time. Like anything, it's not an overnight success. Very few people have overnight success, no matter what career they're in, what they do, and especially for
Yeah.
entrepreneurs. It does take hustle, it does take work, and it takes
Yes.
consistency, but it is doable. And no matter what, if you're listening to this and no matter what fuels you, whatever fires you up, right? Like let's
Mhm.
talk about it. Like comment, DM us. Like let's figure this out for you. We want to be a resource to you to help you
Yeah.
figure out what lights you up so that you
What's
can have multiple streams, right?
Yes, or what's stopping you? I mean, if
Yeah,
it's $500 or $1,000 a month, then what's stopping you?
right, right.
Where are you
Download
pushing that button?
we were just playing around the other day with my badass daily motivational AI that I created, and
Oh,
I was
yeah,
playing around with that. So if you need some motivation and you need a swift kick in your ass, then
yeah.
DM me and we'll get you that. It's completely free. You can play around with my chat GPT. It speaks like me. I trained it. I developed it. It is yours, and it will kick you in your butt anytime you need that little boost. So
I
it was
love
so
it.
funny.
We all need that little boost,
Yeah.
and you're gonna come up when you make a decision to do something or have a side hustle. Just know that you're gonna have haters, and they're just jealous. I am just telling you right now, people are jealous because they are just like, I should have done it too.
Yeah.
I want to do it too, but they don't want to ask you because they're prideful or they have their own fears. So please don't take it
Yeah.
personal when people don't support you or jump in or just try your new whatever it is right
Yeah.
away. Ultimately, they're just the same. They're just
Yeah.
like you, but it's like for some reason people just decide to just be unsupportive whenever you're doing something to better yourself. So
I know.
just allow yourself to say next,
Next, exactly.
next.
I mean, there's so many people that like, okay, you have skin. I've been screaming from the rooftop that the skincare is the fucking bomb. It is Korean-based manufacturer that makes products that are in Sephora, for Kylie Jenner, for oh god, Charlotte Tilbury, all of these things. The skincare that we have with Bella Grace it is incredible. I'm screaming. I'm like, I can't believe it works. And people are like, I'm gonna go to Target. I'm gonna, and they go in there, and I'm like, try it. But then you go, okay, you know what? It's not for you. Next, who else?
One of the other things, Renee, the reason why it's not for them is because there isn't an affiliate out there besides just a normal homebody person who runs businesses promoting it. It's
Yeah,
not some big, huge,
exactly.
fluffy, influencer who's
Yep.
just saying, "Oh, this is the greatest thing," and then it's like, "Okay, wait, but you're gonna buy the crap that she says is great when she probably doesn't
You
even
don't
use it 'cause
know,
she's not endorsed to
right?
do this."
And you don't even know the
So
person.
it goes back to the same thing,
Yeah,
and whenever there's something new out there, especially when it's, like, so great and it's just, like, 3 years old
yeah.
and you're one of the first ones, people are scared to be one of the first
Yeah.
ones,
Yep,
right?
absolutely. Absolutely. 1000%. So it is we've done this long enough and we know that, that people are going to come, people are going to go, people are going to watch and they'll
Mhm.
watch and they'll
And
watch.
watch, and watch for years and years and years.
Right, right. And eventually maybe they're going to do something. So it's all good, right? It's all good.
Mhm, mhm.
How many side hustles have you had? Do you know? Have you counted?
Had or have?
Well,
Okay,
okay,
so
so right. I mean, right now, how many do you have now?
technically right now I have 4.
Isn't that okay? So how do you handle women who say like you're doing too much?
No, I don't have people tell me I'm doing too much. I'm the
Oh,
only
good.
person criticizes me. I mean, maybe my husband every now and then,
Yeah.
like, "Baby, are you sure you just want" and sometimes it does get a little overwhelming because you really are trying to balance everything. And I think for me with my actual boutique portion of my side hustle,
Mhm.
it's, and there's ways to do it, but you have to have very big companies to do it, but it's the mailing, having to sit on the ground and put stickers on bags and pack
Yeah.
it up and mail it. Like, it's little old me doing it behind the scenes,
Yeah.
y'all. And so that can get really exhausting. Again, why I love direct sales, because I don't have to mail it. It does it for you. I don't
Right.
have to deal with the packaging. I
Yeah.
don't when you order, I know it's gonna be taken
Yep.
care of, right? When
Exactly.
you order from me, it's
Yeah.
all on me, and
Yeah.
that can be mentally exhausting and draining, but it's rewarding because when they do get it, I get these cute little messages. "Oh my god, look at me. Oh my gosh, my friend said I look so cute." So
Yeah.
and that's what fuels you, and that's why you keep doing it. That's why you keep getting on the ground and you package and you
Yeah.
print, you package and you print. And sometimes it feels like that.
Yeah. For sure.
And
For
how
sure.
many do you have right now, Renee?
Um, I have, well, I've got I mean, if you just lump coaching into one, right? The coaching and training, because under coaching and training, I mean, I've got private coaching, group coaching, badass brand accelerator. I've got digital products. I've got all of that.
Yeah.
So let's just put that under one umbrella. So if
Yes,
we
let's
do
do that.
that, then probably four, because I've got the
Yeah.
coaching and then I've got Bella Grace, Touchstone Crystal, and the Badass Queen, Sparkle Queen merch.
Yeah.
So that's
Yep.
four.
And you know what I mean whenever you're on the ground having to ship
Yep.
because you ship your own
Yep.
badass queen
I do.
merchandise.
Yep.
And so
Exactly.
and that's where and like whenever you get so there'll be months where I mean I'll have 50, 60 orders
Yeah.
and then sometimes you guys it's just in 1 week.
Yeah. Right. And
So
we
you
and we
never
do
know and
other
you're like,
things.
"Sis, this is so great. Okay, if I could do this every week, I could hire somebody." And
Yes.
then swap, you're
Yeah.
like, "Okay, where I have nothing to ship."
Right.
And it all
Right.
happened in one crazy week.
Yep.
And yeah, so it's just fun. But it really when I started the boutique side of things, it was to help me save my gym, believe it or not.
Oh, really?
So I had an overhead, you guys, of $4,000
Yeah.
and and I and I had a side hustle. I was selling
Mhm.
skincare, which was fun and great, but a $20 bottle of something and you're getting, 40% commission and so I was getting average of like 35% commission, which is really good.
Mhm.
By the way, if you can have a 30+% commission, I mean, you're
Yep.
in a really, really good place, okay?
Mhm.
Because the average affiliate on TikTok and like Instagram and stuff only makes like 5%.
Yes.
Okay. So if you can make 30%, go for it. Just stick with it.
That's why we're
So
screaming direct sales and network marketing, people. That's
yes,
why we're doing it. Yeah.
the percentage is going to be a lot higher.
A lot
And
higher.
you are the influencer of that
Yeah.
product. Remember that.
Yeah.
So, that was great. And so the extra money, the extra 500 to 1,000 was what I was averaging was
Mhm.
helping like with income,
Mhm.
but I had a $4,000 overhead and COVID hit
Mm.
and my landlord wouldn't work with me. So I was like, okay, I've got to add something else. So I added another side hustle, very, very similar.
Yeah.
And then I added the boutique. So the boutique was bringing in about 1,000 to 2,000. So that was all going to my overhead. So I was making zero money.
Right. Right.
So I had 3 side hustles at that time, and
Ugh.
all of it accumulated was going to pay the overhead, and even
Yeah.
when I opened back up, I would recruit enough for enough to come off. So I would recruit and it would come off. I would recruit and it would come off, and it just was this and it was a year in, like, 2 months of like, now I am taking food off of my family's table in a really, really big way. So it was me having to put $2,000 in on average to keep it running and pay my employees. So you guys, had I not had those side hustles,
Yep. Yep.
that's what I always go back to is those side hustles are the only security that you really can guarantee yourself.
Absolutely. And when it comes to, um, I've experienced that. I'm still experiencing that with like the whole trademark and stuff and having to pay attorney fees and all of this craziness. I
Uh,
won't go into
yeah,
details, but it's like, thank God I have these side hustles and these
yeah,
multiple streams because I can lean in on, a
yeah,
given stream in order to produce what I need to help, recoup the debt that I have from
yeah,
investing in my business. So it's like I'm building these direct selling companies, and that's helping me build my company, which is my
yeah,
brand.
yes,
And even though that's in debt, I can lean in on the direct selling companies in order to help offset that. So
yeah,
it's really it's so amazing how, it's limitless if you're willing to
yeah.
put in the effort.
Well, the Bella God, thank God for Bella Grace because you guys all know that I had a hysterectomy last year, but prior to that I had like 3 CT scans and MRI. So I made my deductible,
Yeah.
okay? My deductible was 5,500, Renee.
Ugh,
But the way that I paid it,
yeah.
so my boutique covered like our normal finances that
Mhm.
we needed for the house, but Bella Grace helped me to cover that
Yeah.
deductible. So,
Yeah.
and then I put like $2,000 on a credit card that I have to pay. And then right now I'm sitting with an $8,000 bill.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
how am I paying that $8,000 bill? You better believe that it's my side hustles.
Absolutely.
Right? So you guys like that like these
Yeah.
kind of things, I didn't count on getting sick or bleeding to death or having an
Right.
allergic reaction or ending up in the hospital
Right.
with staph
Right.
infection and almost dying. Like that was not in my cards. That was not in
Right.
my plan.
Yep.
But it happened. And so
Yep.
when life happens, those side hustles were everything to me because you know what they do? They make money while you're in the hospital.
Well,
When I
exactly.
couldn't do
Yeah.
anything, Renee.
Yep. And imagine if you were working full time for a company,
No,
and you've
I
experienced
wouldn't have
that
been able
before.
to.
You
No.
can't. Like, you
No,
can't.
they would have put me on disability or they would have fired me.
Exactly. And you
Yeah.
can't go back to the company and saying, "Hey, now I have this $8,000 medical bill. Can you give me a raise?" No.
No,
Like,
because my husband is the only one in the house that has the actual job,
yeah,
and we said, if they could just give us an extra $300 a paycheck,
right,
maybe you could
right.
ask. And he's like, "No, I can't ask."
No.
And you work for like this greedy ass billionaire, and they
Yeah.
don't care. They
No.
show up to work in Ferraris, and you're over here like, "I just need $300 to pay this medical bill."
Yeah.
They don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
And so that's
Exactly.
what and he can and he my husband lives and dies by Bella Grace because of the
Yep.
elixir and what it does for all of his aches and pains. He has a metal rod in his back as big as my forearm. And, so like that is when the weather changes, all his pains and aches and stuff. And he just is like, you know what? I think I miss when he travels. I always try to tell him, put it in your backpack. He's like, I think I forgot to take them. And he knows when he
Yeah.
forgets to take it. Like
Yeah.
it's one of those products that but he also
Absolutely.
knows that without that, how his
Yeah.
body feels, but without it, what our money situation would have been like in
Absolutely.
the
Yep.
midst of me laying in the hospital, literally thinking. And the other thing is that had I passed, Renee, let's just say for some
Yep.
reason, let's knock on wood, that income still would be coming in.
Yep. Exactly. Yes. And that's the
It is a no-brainer.
right? And
That is a
that's the thing.
no-brainer.
It's a legacy income. So not all companies have that, but with Bella Grace,
Yeah, like with my
you can.
boutique, if I were to die,
Yep.
knock on wood, if something were to
Yep.
happen to me, that income would be gone because nobody could do it
Absolutely.
because it's
Yep.
all on me. Like the
Yep.
badass queen, it's all on you.
It's all on me. But with
But
Bella
Bella
Grace,
Grace,
we die,
Tony can
it's
keep it up.
generational.
Derek can keep it up.
Yep.
Yes.
They can continue to make the money, make the income. We can leave that to the kids. It's very comforting to know that it's there, and it's beyond a safety net because, like you said, if you have these unexpected bills or downfalls, you can then go, okay, what do I need to do with this particular business in order to recoup that? And you can come up with a plan and a strategy to go, okay, I got this. And you can say to your family, I got this. More importantly, you can say to yourself, and you don't have to stress about it. When you go like, yes,
Yeah.
I can put the effort into XYZ, and I'm going to build that, and I'm going to make this type of money in order to pay for XYZ. So
Exactly.
it's an incredible blessing.
And
Yep.
I know you and I are having like those like true heart to heart, and we joke and laugh all the time that like all of our extra money is like our vacation money. But the real nitty gritty, you guys, is that these companies, these side hustles that we have saved us. It saved our souls, saved our hearts, saved our minds, brought some of the most wonderful people into our lives. So it's such a savior type
Yeah.
um rewarding feeling too, Renee.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I could not have built Badass Queen had I not gone through direct sales,
Right,
because I
right.
had to learn how I can build something myself.
Yeah,
And even though with all the bricks thrown at me and, the naysayers, she can't do it, whatever. And so
yeah.
that sense of, like, fuck you, watch me, that
Mhm.
developed into the power of me saying, like, unleash your inner badass queen, because
Yeah.
if I can do it, anyone can freaking do it. And that's
Mhm.
it. We can scream it from the rooftop, but be able
Yeah.
to, stand up, be proud of something that you've built, and
Yes.
um, know that you've made an impact in somebody else's life. I I
Yeah.
mean,
That's Dujami is like that for me. That's my
yeah,
clothing website. Dujami, the name came from my kids because my kids is what they always fueled me to want to be better and to
yeah,
do more and give better. And right now I'm on this mission to leave a legacy, leave them behind homes or whatever it may look like.
mhm,
We have 3 homes currently. We want to have a lake house one day. I want it to be a place and it fuels me. So
mhm,
every time I say the name Dujami, nobody ever says it right and it's okay. It's named after my 3 boys. It is my fuel and fire to remind myself that you take nothing with you when you
right,
leave,
yep,
but what you can do is leave something special
yeah,
for them, and then they'll remember the work, they'll
yeah,
remember the drive, they'll remember that you did this, this, and this, and this,
yeah,
and that's all that we have left.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
really, at the end of the day, you will become a memory, and tangible things will be left behind.
yeah, yeah, yep,
And so that's another thing when it comes to having our quote unquote side hustles. That's like where one of them is like, okay, I'm going to pay my car payment here. Maybe, or maybe one of them, okay, now my car payment's taken care of. So that stress is off. Okay, so now I'm earning a little bit more or even a lot more.
yep,
Now, can I take that and invest it? Can I take it and can I save it? Can I take it and start a franchise? Like, what can I start with it? Can I buy homes with it? It becomes so much freaking bigger.
yes, it can become an avalanche, but people have
Yeah.
to just start. You might not see this grand, big plan to leave legacy or to build, $100,000 fuck it fund, whatever it is. Start small. But the thing is just start. Like, do
Yeah.
something today. Know that you can build multiple streams of income,
We
and
believe in you.
yep, and if we could be of resource, a service to you, answer any questions, we are happy to do so, because
Mhm.
regardless of whether or not you wanna join us, you can do whatever you like. We want everyone, there's room at the table for
We're
everybody.
gonna promote what we promote because we love it.
Yeah,
But ultimately, at the end of the day, if you have another passion, please just go with it. But we're here for a resource and for
yeah,
support if you want to go a different
yeah,
route.
yeah,
We offer great things.
yeah.
So please don't dismiss that.
We know we know we have the best, we're just saying, but, if you wanna do something else, we're okay. Like, we will support and love on you, so it's
Yeah.
all good. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what, and that's how I mean, again, we always say, like, how did the podcast get started? It got started from that. It got started
Yeah.
from 2 people who are passionate of what we talked about today that came together as one,
Yep,
you know?
yep,
So,
absolutely.
that's what side hustles will do. It will put people in your life that you never ever imagined that are just
Yeah.
like-minded and driven and soul searching just like you.
Yep, exactly. And there's nothing greater than finding those people, finding your Sierra so that you can
Renee.
help build each other together. Because
Yeah.
the great thing about, this industry that we promote so heavily is you're never alone. You're in business for yourself, but you're never by yourself. And that
Never.
is very, very powerful. So no matter where you are in your journey, contact us. We are here to support you, love on you. And if we can help, please let us know. So thank you very much for listening. Enjoy the rest of your night, and we will see you on the next Unapologetically Badass, babes. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
All right, queens, that's a wrap for today's episode. But before you hit pause, let's talk about you and how we can help you slay every part of your life. If you're ready to feel fabulous and look like $1,000,000, I've got you covered with my badass queen coaching, sparkling touchstone crystal jewelry, and Bella Grace collagen, because glowing skin and a sparkly vibe, that's a power move. Check it all out at ReneeCarbonefleming.com. And my co-host Sierra, oh yeah, she's bringing the heat too. Not only is she rocking Bella Grace collagen for her glow game, but she's also the queen of chic with her fabulous clothing boutique. From boosting your wellness to leveling up your wardrobe, Sierra's got the magic to help you shine inside and out. Check her out at Linktree/Sierra Whitener 7. So here's the deal. Head to our websites, grab the goods that'll help you live your best life, and let's make everything about you unapologetically badass. And hey, don't forget to subscribe, leave us a review, and share this episode with your fellow queens, because the more sparkle in the world, the better. Until next time, keep glowing, keep slaying, and remember, you're a badass queen who deserves it all.